2470. And for a one-time $10 fee, you can inspire people as well. You can inspire people to change their lives with a good nutritional supplement program as well, and we can help you do that. 866-735-2470 is the phone number for the Brightside Ben phone team, or you can head over to brightsideben.com and click on the Join the Team link. Okay, so we're talking wheat germ agglutinin. I love saying that. Agglutinin, that's the stuff, wheat germ agglutinin. WGA is a compound that's found in grains, not just wheat. There's WGA-like or similar compounds that are similar to WGA, found in barley, found in rye, found in pretty much all grains, even potatoes and tomatoes, so-called nightshade vegetables, may contain compounds that are similar to WGA. This is why I have a problem with all of these kind of canned diets, these top 10 foods that you're supposed to stay away from, etc. type of diets. You can't really go by these kinds of things. You got to see how you personally react to specific foods. And this is why I have a problem with gluten-free. And these things become cliches. They become marketing jargon. You have to see how you personally react to specific foods. You got to see how you react to wheat if you're going to determine whether wheat is a problem. You got to see how you react to barley or rye or tomatoes or potatoes if you're going to assess the problematic nature of these kinds of foods. One of the major reasons why these kinds of foods, seeds and vegetables, are problematic is because of lectins like WGA. WGA has an effect specifically on something called glucosamine, which we talk about all the time as a supplement, but glucosamine is located on the outside part of cells, and there's a reaction that occurs between these plant compounds and the glucosamine in cells. It especially happens on red blood cells, which contain glucosamine on their coating, and when the WGA contacts the glucosamine on a red blood cell, boom, globs it up, sticks it up. That's where it gets the term agglutinin. The WGA and the lectin initiate coagulation. This is a common response to poisons. It's a common plant defense mechanism. It's a great way for plants to protect themselves. Animals eat the plants. The plant punishes the animal by making the animal's blood clot, thereby killing the animal, or at least making the animal sick or weak. In essence, WGA and lectins are a plant's revenge on the animal who would be silly enough to eat it. And compared to gluten, which is not technically a lectin, gluten is not technically a lectin. Compared to gluten, lectins are just as significant, if not more significant, when it comes to joint problems. That's because joints also contain glucosamine. We all know that. We take glucosamine for our joints. Why? Because the glucosamine in the supplement will go into making cartilage, making joint tissue. Well, if you're using WGA, or if you're eating WGA or lectins or grains, the negative effects of glucosamine interactions can kick in, and that's where these lectins can cause problems with joint inflammation and arthritis. Really, any kind of inflammation can be linked to ingestion of lectins and WGAs, including mental health problems, by the way. Neurons, brain cells, contain glucosamine also, and WGA can affect the brain. This is why I have such a problem with the messaging, the meme, the mind virus that is perpetuated upon us by marketers and people selling us products, the meme called gluten-free. I have such a problem with that term. It's misleading, it's simplistic, it's more about marketing than it is about health, and worst of all, it fools us, it tricks us into buying products that we consider to be safe, thinking that we're all okay because we're gluten-free, and then we end up eating foods that we probably shouldn't be eating, but we don't know what's wrong. We have arthritis, or we have digestive issues, or we have mental health problems, and we think, oh, well, I'm gluten-free, it can't be these brownies because they're gluten-free. What I'm saying here is you can eat all the gluten-free brownies and pizza and drink all the gluten-free beer you want, but that doesn't mean you're going to be symptom-free if you're ingesting these lectins, these WGAs. And as far as mental health goes, WGA can be particularly harmful for the brain, and that includes causing anxiety, which is the topic that we started covering here a couple of days ago. The problems associated with grains and mental health are described in great detail in a very good book called Grain Brain. If you can find it. These days you can get Grain Brain in paperback. Dr. David Perlmutter is the author, Perlmuttr. He's still got an MD approach to this, but he raises some very interesting points about the effects of these lectins, these WGAs, these non-gluten compounds on the brain. So you can eat all the gluten-free food you want, gluten-free cereal you want, but if you have a problem with WGA or lectins, you're going to have issues. You're going to have inflammatory issues. You're going to have autoimmune issues. These potentially, anyway. You're going to have potentially any kind of immune problem. However, the fact that these lectins react with glucosamine on cells and cause problems can actually be turned around, and we can actually take advantage of glucosamine in the form of glucosamine supplements to protect us from lectins. Now, I haven't seen any science that proves this, but theoretically anyway, because the reaction of lectins to cells is a glucosamine reaction. This is the main reason why it's called, as I say, WGA, because of its glucosamine interaction. The fact that it deactivates, that lectins deactivate glucosamine can actually be used to our benefit. It's possible that we can actually use the glucogel caps as protective supplements to protect ourselves from the effects of lectins. Now, again, I have not seen any scientific literature, so I'm only hypothesizing here. This is only a theory, but you may want to try the glucogel caps with your wheat or with your cereal or with your grains. If you can't stop eating these kinds of foods, but you know they're problematic, try using the glucogel caps with these kinds of foods, and you may get some protective effects. The glucogel caps may act like a decoy, diverting the lectins, diverting in a sort of heat-seeking missile kind of fashion, the way fighter planes will divert heat-seeking missiles by dropping a balloon out of their missile chute, whatever they call that thing, and then the heat-seeking missile will go for the balloon and not the plane. In the same kind of fashion, the glucogel caps may act like a diversion balloon, diverting the lectin away from your red blood cells, away from your joint cells, away from your brain cells, towards the glucosamine. The glucosamine is important for mental health issues. Brain cells contain glucosamine. This is one of the reasons why you may have anxiety issues, bipolar problems, even depression associated with grains. And it's also possible, at least theoretically, that psychotic disorders, schizophrenia and autism, may be linked to this kind of this glucosamine brain cell interaction. However, the fact that WGA and lectins that are found in other veggies, including rice and barley and the nightshades perhaps, the fact that this stuff binds to glucosamine may make the glucogel caps protective against brain issues, mental health issues, anxiety issues. And again, I have not seen any scientific literature that corroborates this idea, so I'm being theoretical here, but theoretically anyway, if you use the glucogel caps with your grains and with your lectin-containing foods, it may act as a decoy, diverting the lectins from the glucosamine on your cells in your brain and in your joints and in your red blood cells, etc., in this heat-seeking missile decoy balloon kind of fashion. Okay, I'm Pharmacist Ben. We're going to take a break. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. Our number is 844-236-6010. We got lines open for you, and we'll take your phone calls when we come back. Got more good health information also about lectins and WGAs. Don't go away.
Managing your business and customers isn't easy, huh? SnapForce customer relationship software may be just what you need. SnapForce CRM is a software solution that helps you manage everything important about your customers, from sales to marketing to service and support. All of your customer information is right there at your fingertips for easy access. It's time to take control of your business in a snap. Get your free trial at snapforce.com. That's SNAPFORCE.com. Snapforce.com.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100 300-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
The Genesis Communications Network is one of America's premier broadcasters of captivating talk radio. We thank you for listening. Now, just imagine, there are thousands of people who are just as passionate about radio as you are. But what you may not realize is how easy and affordable it is to advertise with us. Radio commercials for your business could be heard on hundreds of radio stations across the U.S. every day. We can help you by creating an effective radio advertising campaign for your company. From script writing to producing your commercial, just like the one you're listening to right now. No other network provides the level of customer service we do. When it comes to radio advertising, we are your one-stop shop. And no matter how big or small your business is, we can help. Email us at advertise@gcnlive.com, and an experienced advertising executive will help you take the first step towards driving more customers to your business or website. Advertise@gcnlive.com. Easy, affordable, effective.
What good is a Big Berkey water filter?
We get that question a lot here at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And in a word, the answer is protection. Protection from water main breaks, E. coli contamination, environmental chemical spills, pesticide runoff, chlorine taste and smell, and all forms of fluoride. Plus, Big Berkey water filters are the original gravity water filter system and most trusted on the market for a reason. Tested by multiple independent NSF EPA certified labs, they are the gold standard in water purification. At only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. That means big savings. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get a Big Berkey today at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit our website or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
The CDC just announced flu vaccines may have the wrong strain of flu virus. You may not be protected. Whatever your lifestyle, your immune system is critical, and Immudyne provides your immune support. Doctor recommended, stimulant-free, and not found in pharmacies. Go to Immudyne.com to find out more or to place an order, or call 866-257-8668. That's IMMUDYNE.com or 866-257-8668. Remember, Immudyne is key support for your immune system.
Hi, this is Larry Smith. Sometimes bad things happen to good people, like when the jeweler ruined my ring and wouldn't do anything about it. But when my Legal Shield attorney called him and told him what my rights were, I received a check for over $2,100. Worry less and live more with lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com, or call 855-340-SAVE. Again, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
Great minds think alike. The network for the independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network. GCN.
Okay, we are back on the bright side. During the break here, I did a little research, and actually I did see a study here. Glucosamine and plant lectins in autistic spectrum disorders, and this is actually a short study anyway. It's not a really in-depth study that talks about using glucosamine for protection against autism. So theoretically anyway, it makes sense. I thought it made sense. And apparently now there's a small study on 6 autistic children exposed to glucosamine 500 milligrams twice daily without any change in diet. Conclusion, glucosamine binds to potato lectin in the same manner and may protect the gut in responsive children. These autistic children, 5 out of 6 autistic children had relief from diarrhea. The 6th had no change in bowel habits. So this actually talks about glucosamine protecting against lectin-induced digestive problems, not necessarily mental health issues. In any case, from a theoretical standpoint, using the glucogel caps may offer you some protection from lectin. Theoretically, it makes sense, although, as I say, I haven't seen any specific studies that have researched this. I will continue looking because I love to research, man. That's my favorite thing to do. Next to being on the air and sharing the information, I love accumulating the information. And that's why you want to listen to this program. This is a different kind of nutritional program. We don't give you the whole mainstream nutritional mumbo-jumbo claptrap that has passed through the filter of the mainstream media. You're getting my personal research, and I love to research. That's what I do all day. The stuff we talk about on this program,